Hey, I'm Jennie Potter, and I'm here to share with you some simple tips and tricks on cleaning up your Facebook profile, giving it a facelift, and helping you attract new customers and new business to your home business. So, this is for those who are building a business online and want to know what are the nuts and bolts of your profile, your cover photo. What do you put in the about? What is too much? What's not enough? What are the major pitfalls? So today we're going to discuss this. I'm going to talk about this a little bit like starting a fire. So the very first thing that you want to think about is you got to start on dry ground. You've got to keep your uh, start your fire on a dry ground. You would never start a fire in a swamp. So you're going to want to start on dry ground. This is so important. Your Facebook profile, cover photo, news feed. This is the handshake. This is whether people say yes or no to your friend request, yes or no to looking at your opportunity. They want to know about you, and this is where they're going to go. And they're going to give you about 30 seconds, and they'll stay longer if your site is attractive and interesting. And so you want people to stay longer. You want them to accept your friend requests. You want them to check out your news feed. And so this is really important, the dry ground. First, what I want to cover is some key points. The first point is you want to know who your target market is. This is really important. Who's your target market? Who are you trying to attract? If you've heard about having an avatar, but you've never actually done the exercise, if you've never ever sat down and said, who is the person that I would love the very, very most to build a business with me, be a business partner, buy my product, sign up for my offer, sign up for my opportunity, work with me. If you've never done that exercise, that is absolutely an exercise that you are going to want to do, because everything stems from this. What you put on your news feed, what you put in your profile pic, what you put on your cover photo, it's going to be targeted to the people that you want to attract to your business. So that's number one. So pause this right now if you have not done that exercise, and take some time and think about, if I signed up the dream person tomorrow, what would they be like? What age would they be? What demographic would they be? What would they be? A couple? Would it be a girl, a guy? Would they be have a certain faith? Would they be healthy, unhealthy? Would they be outgoing? Just write down the perfect people. Think about the people that you love working with. Think about the top earners that you would like to be like, or you would wish you'd sign them up, and think about what their qualities are. Write those down and think about that as we move forward in this Facebook profile facelift. So that's dry ground. You want to keep that in mind. You also want to keep in mind a major mistake that people do is that they don't set their privacy. Now, my privacy is very public, but and I want people to be able to see me. I don't want to don't make the mistake of making yourself so private that someone can't find you or can't add you as a friend. You want people to be able to send you friend requests. You want people to be able to find you, but don't make the mistake of letting anybody tag you in anything and having that show up in your news feed. You can actually set your privacy so that it asks you first, do you want this on your timeline? Do you want it hidden? Do you want it only show to a certain amount of people? So make sure you go into your settings and change that option so you're in control of your news feed, not your network. So the next thing is you want to make sure that your profile pic is a profile pic of you, and I'm going to get into that in a second, but don't make the mistake of putting your company logo all over your profile pic. We talk about this for a couple of reasons, but one of the main reasons is that if everyone in your company has like the little circle that's the same color and has the little figure logo in the corner, or says all in, whatever the company name is, when you're all commenting on each other's stuff, the people that aren't part of your company can see that you're all already a part of something. And it's just helpful if you're not identifying yourself that way. We want people to be curious. We want people to notice, like, wow, all these people are commenting and liking. We want to draw people in. And so I would recommend not using the company little logo all in thing on your profile pic. And that's just, of course, a suggestion. And I would recommend you to recommend that to your team as well. Of course, it's wonderful to be proud of the company, but we do want to create curiosity, and we don't want to highlight the fact that we're all liking and posting on each other's posts. The next thing that is a common mistake is posting video after video after video after quote after quote after quote that doesn't represent you and doesn't really say anything about you, who you are. It's just generic. And so I'm going to jump into profile now, but just make sure that you kind of address those things that I just brought up. Oops. So the next point is your profile picture. Now, let's make sure your profile picture is not your cat. It doesn't matter how cute your cat is. If your cat is a big part of your life, you can have stories about your cat. You can have a picture in your cover photo of your cat. You can do little things in your news feed about your cat, but please, please, please do not use your cat, dog, fish, mouse, whatever, in your profile picture, because when people want to know if they should add you as a friend or not, when they see a picture of a cat or a dog, they're questioning if you're a real person. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is make sure that it is a picture of you. It's not a picture of a group of you, but it's a clear picture of you, and mostly you. So not you really far back looking off into the distance, not a picture of you sitting really far from the camera, but kind of like this much, and make sure that it represents you. If you're someone who laughs or you want to think again about who you're attracting to your business, but just a clear, clean picture of you. Cameras are so good on phones these days. You don't need a professional picture, but definitely if this is something you struggle with, ask one of your friends who's good at taking pictures just to take a great picture of you really quickly. Something that you can do to get a good angle is actually hold the phone up on an angle and take the picture that is flattering. And if you're doing the selfie, but ideally get someone to take the picture. Use the little portrait picture option in your phone if you have it, and put a picture on there that really looks like you and represents you and who you are. The other thing about this profile picture is ideally you're going to want to have it throughout all of your social media. So you're going to want to have it on your Facebook, you're going to want to have it on your Instagram, you're going to want to have it on your LinkedIn, any social media. Try and keep the same photo. And this is important because people start to recognize you as they follow you on different things like YouTube and Instagram. They're going to start recognizing that profile picture. And I would recommend not changing it more than 3 months. So leaving it for 3 months and then change all of them if you're going to change it. I actually think 6 months to a year is best for keeping your profile pic the same. You can change up your cover photo lots. Your cover photo is going to represent more who you are. If you're a stay-at-home mom, if you work from home, if you have a travel business, if you love to travel, if you have a certain lifestyle that you want to highlight, again, thinking about the people that you want to attract into your business, you can have your cover photo represent who you are. Remember, this is kind of like a walking advertisement. People click on it, they're going to make a really quick judgment very quickly on a few things: your profile pic, your cover photo, and the About You section, and then of course your news feed. So make sure that you started your fire on dry ground. You're building, you're putting all the kindling down on the dry ground. Now you've got the spark, and the spark is that picture. The spark is that connection. The spark is that moment where people decide whether or not they want to stay with you. So the next thing that you're going to want to do is fill out the bio, which is like the intro, the about you, and then we're going to talk about the news feed. So first things first, on your bio and your about you, do not put the name of your company. Some people disagree with this, but I'm just going to tell you my stance on this. We can tell people about our company in conversations, but if you post the name of your company, They are going to Google the name of your company, and they're going to suddenly go down a different rabbit trail. They're going to find YouTube videos from other top leaders. They're going to find, they're going to reach out to your company specifically. They're going to find a Facebook group connected to your company, but they're going to lose you. If they don't have a connection with you, if they don't know you, it's very likely that you're going to lose that lead, because they're going to go straight to Google, type in what they want to find out, and research you. In the meantime, they forget about you because they didn't really know you in the first place, and you've lost that lead. So don't post the name of your company, but rather post something that creates curiosity. So for example, if you're in health and wellness, on a mission to help 100 people lose thousands of pounds this year, or stay-at-home mom on a mission to teach other moms how to stay at home and make money. Create curiosity with what you love, with what you do, and some favorite, taglines are on a mission to, or helping others, Google this, look at Facebook, Facebook professionals, like, people with lots of followers that are building successful businesses, and see what they have in there. Now, you might find that some top leaders have their company name. And I'm going to just tell you that they're a little bit of an exception to the rule. This is what a mentor of mine, Ray Higdon, calls big hat, little hat syndrome or scenario, where the big hats are the top leaders and they can pretty much post anything. They're big influencers. They've got lots of following. And so they might do their company name on their profile. If you're a little hat, if you're not a big hat, I would highly recommend not having your company name. Now, you can say ambassador for health and wealth, or changing people's lives by teaching them how to work from home, but you want to create some curiosity with your bio. The next thing you're going to want to do is fill out the about you. Now, where you live, where you were born, the more that you can put in here, the more you're going to show up on Google search. I don't know if you've ever Googled yourself, but if you Google yourself, if you throw in some keywords, you might just pop up on your Facebook profile, but you got to put in words in there. Put in your favorite quotes. Fill out the about you section. Don't be shy. Fill out information and let people know a little bit more about you, always keeping in mind that you want to create curiosity. The next thing is your news feed, and you just want to remember that your news feed is it's like this moving advertisement of your life, of what you do, of who you are. And this is where you're going to go Facebook Live and create curiosity. This is where you're going to post a fun selfie that says something like, down another 5 pounds. Man, I love this challenge I'm on. This is when you're going to shout out to your friends, how they took the challenge with you, or give people high fives, post fun pictures, post family pictures. Let people have a glimpse into your life. Don't be negative. Oftentimes you'll hear, don't talk politics, because you can tend to polarize things, or lose people because they don't agree on your political view. Just be aware that this is public, and you're attracting a certain type of people. So stay positive always. Go live and post. I would say a minimum of once a week for going live, but you could go live once a day, and you could post once a day. So 1 to 2 posts a day is ideal. If you're doing anything less than once a week, you are not keeping that fire burning. You've got to keep the fuel on the fire every single day. Imagine from now on that your social media is a fire and you're putting logs on it. And every single day, every post, every quote, every Facebook Live, that's fuel for your fire. And you want to build a really big fire, and you want to keep it going. If you've ever let a fire go out, you know what it's like. You have to chop new kindling, you have to get it started, you have to blow on it, you have to create a new fire. Then you've got to slowly build again. Keep that momentum going, keep that fire going, and you can have an amazing business where you're attracting people all the time. Just one last thing, and then I'm going to jump off, but it's really important to do Facebook Lives. If you're scared to do that, you can look for a video on my YouTube. that shares with you how to go Facebook Live without without actually going Facebook Live. So you can make it so that only people, you know, so no one can see you do it. So you can practice a few times. But honestly, doing it is better than doing it. Doing it imperfectly is better than waiting to do it perfectly. If you're scared, just go Facebook Live and be like, I am so scared right now. It's okay. A lot of people are scared, but there's nowhere else that a regular average person can get in front of thousands of people in a moment. So that's where I'm going to leave you. Make sure to be posting a couple times a day. Good luck with whatever businesses is you're building, and keep that fire going. Take care, everyone, and bye for now.